Good day everyone, myself Vivek. I'm here to present a report on C program to implement encrypted file transfer using RS-232 or Ethernet under the guidance Dr. Sunil Matotsa. Let's get started with the algorithms. Server algorithm. Create a socket to listen for incoming connections. Bind the socket to a specific IP address and a port. Set the socket to listen for incoming connections. Accept a client connection when a client attempts to connect. Create or open a file to store the received data, that is a decrypted file. Look to receive data from the client in chunks. Read a chunk of data from the client. Write the received data to the file. Repeat the loop until the client has sent all the data. Close the received file and the client socket. Close server socket and terminate the program. Up next is client algorithm. Create a socket to establish a connection to the server. Configure the IP address and port of the server to connect with. Connect to the server using the socket. Open the file you want to send. Look to read the data from the file and send it to the server. Read a chunk of data from the file. Send a chunk of the data to the server. Repeat the loop until the entire file is sent. Close the file and as well as the client socket. Terminate the program. Finally, here is the output part. I'm using an online GCC compiler called GDB. And here is a server program which receives encrypted data from the client. This program creates a TCP socket, binds it to port 8080 and waits for a connection. Once the client connects, the server receives the encrypted data in chunks. Each chunk is decrypted using a simple XOR operation with the key hexadecimal A, and then the decrypted content is saved to a file called received text. This is a basic example of how socket programming and simple encryption can be used together in C. Here's the client side code. First we need to upload the file that we want to send. Then make sure to select the programming language as C. When we run the code, it will display a message confirming the connection and file transfer is a success. After that, the decrypted file is shown to us. Yeah, pretty much that's all. Thank you.